All right, family, here we go, we're gonna start. Okay, so I already recorded the first version to the sip and paint. I chose the color blue and red on the first one, but on this version I'm gonna choose yellow and orange because I want to show you guys that you can take two different colors and you can apply the same concept here with this tutorial, right? So first off, here's the examples. If you're gonna do a single version like the way I'm doing mine's, yours will look like this. You see? Now, if you're a couple and you want to share the painting, this was the first attempt that I did. I know it's trash, don't laugh at it. But for example, you do one side with your color, and then the other side will be another color. You want to have your canvas. This is 11 by 14. If you want, you can do 8 by 10, but I have 11 by 14. You want to make sure you have your cup of water here, right? Your cup of water. You want to have some you want to have some form of paper towel. For me, I have a towel that I use for all my art. Okay, this is mine. And let's get into the brushes, right? So the main brushes that you'll need, that comes in the pack that I put in the list. You have your filbert brush, right? The filbert brush it's kind of rounded at the top a little bit and it's spiky. This is one of my favorite brushes. You have the flat brush here, right? And then you have the line and the round brush. The round brush is kind of a little bit thicker. It's a little thicker, right? I don't know if you guys can see that. Hopefully you can. Bring it closer to the camera. No, you can't see it. So I'll bring it here. And then you have your detail brush here, right? Cool. And I have extra brushes that I use for the bushes. I have a mop brush. No, well, it's not a mop brush, but I have a fan brush. And I have this brush right here. Now, if you don't have this brush, it's okay. Hopefully you guys have like a sponge or foil paper or Q-tips in your house. I'll show you guys how to use them. I'm lying, I ain't gonna show you guys how to use them. I hope you guys have a sponge or some foil paper, some Q-tips. If you don't, oh my God, I am so sorry. That's OD. But I use sponge. I use a sponge, right? So I have this right here. Now go into the kitchen, take a piece off a sponge. If you have a foil paper, you see. All right. So the first thing that you want to do is, again, remember, if you guys are sharing the painting, you want to bring your canvas together and you guys want to start working on the circle that you have. You guys can cheat if you want. Ooh, sorry, another thing. You also want to make sure you have some form of tape because this is going to be important for when you're making your horizon and you just want everything to be neat. All right. So first things first, we're going to take this tape. I'm just looking to make sure everything is working. I'm going to take this tape and let's find our horizon line. Mine is different than yours. It doesn't have to be exactly like mine, but the main point of the painting is going to be up here. It's going to be up here because this is where the moon is going to be, the trees and everything like that. It's up to you guys, right? So I'm going to go about here. Boom. Not going to mess with it. We're just going to leave it right here. This is what I committed to. Boom. This is what we committed to, right? And just to be safe, I'm going to put another one at the bottom because when you're working, sometimes you get carried away and the strokes just go all over the place. The strokes go all over the place. So let's put another one here. Cool. Boom. That's it, right? Gucci. Now, your boy cheating. I'm cheating like a motherfucker, right? I'm gonna use this bowl that I have in my house and I'm gonna find somewhere to place it. Again, couples, if you guys are working together, you guys got to figure out how you're gonna make this moon so that when you put the paintings together, it makes sense. I don't want to see no doodle circles. All right, I'm looking in both cameras because I'm recording twice. I don't want to see no doodle moons. I don't want to see no doodle moons. All right, I better see a circle. I better see a nice circle. So don't just put the circle at the top of the line because it wouldn't make sense. You kind of want to drag it down a little bit so it looks like it's resting on the horizon. Take a pencil, make sure it's even. This is what I have here. Boom. Got my circle. You see that? Got my circle. Perfect. All right. And now we about to get popping. Also, guys, this is a sip and paint, so I want to make sure you guys got your drinks. If you don't drink, drink some water. If you got your bud, smoke your bud. Do what you got to do. I'm gonna find a way to have an alarm that goes on. That means shot o'clock. But fellas or ladies, somebody put a timer on where it's like every 10 minutes or every 5 minutes you take a drink or you take a shot. Something. We trying to get lit. We trying to have a good time. Get your playlist started. I got my own playlist. Yeah, let's get it popping. All right. So you guys can choose to use either the filbert brush or the flat brush. Kev, what do you use? I use the filbert brush because I like the way it blends with everything and it just feels smooth for me, you know? So I'm gonna use the filbert brush, right? For this painting, I'm using yellow and orange. I just want to show that you can use multiple colors. The original, I use blue and red. I'm gonna show you guys again, right? The original, I use blue and red. Do is we're gonna take our brush, we're gonna dip it in our water, make sure it's not too wet, but we're gonna damp it off just a little bit. Bop, 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 bop. And you're gonna follow the circle that you made for the moon. We're doing this because acrylic dries fast, right? And this is gonna allow our paint to just blend a little bit smoother. Okay, so just follow that outline of the moon with the water. Cool. Then once you do that, by the way, also this is how my palette looks. I'm picky. I have two sides because I'm gonna mix my orange. I'm gonna mix my orange into my white at some point and my yellow into my white, and I just don't want to mix it up. That's how I work. However you guys work, that's perfect, right? So I'm gonna take it, dip it in my white, not too much, and I'm gonna follow that same outline that I just did into the water. This is gonna help us blend the colors later, right? So go here. I like to follow the motion. We're gonna follow the motion of the moon with this blend. All right, so take some more white, go around. Excuse me. I never really blended yellow before, so let's see how this works. I have to look into the camera every now and then just to make sure it's recorded. I already took a sip of my drink. I got the tequila. I don't know what y'all got, but have some fun. You can even go over the line to kind of blend it out a little bit, because when you start drawing the moon, it's gonna show. Cool. So then now I'm gonna start with the left side. If you're on the left side, you're gonna focus on your side. If you're on the right side, you're gonna do the same exact thing, but just opposite. All right, just parallel. So I'm gonna take this yellow, whatever color you have, you're gonna do the same thing. And I'm just gonna make a nice little light blend, very light, because this is the first shade of this color, right? Get the color that you want, you know? Everybody sees color different, and that's okay. For me, I'm just gonna do a little light yellow. Good, it's like a nice lime yellow, I guess, right? No, lemon, I said lime. Dumb. And I'm gonna start from the top here, and just come around. See, just like that. Just come around, and you can go back into the white, but not fully into the white, but at the edge of the white, and you see how it's starting to blend. Good, excellent, just like that. Ladies, if you do your, I know y'all do your makeup, so you guys are experts at blending. No, I'm not. It's the same concept. Yes, it is, right? Cool. I like this blend already. See, I've been doing this so much, it's crazy. Good. I'm satisfied with that. Take some more yellow, put it into the same mixture that I just made to make it a little bit darker. If you run out of room, that's okay. That is okay, it's perfectly fine. Take some more. Go higher. Remember, when you get to the edge, just blend it in there. Good. See that? How am I using the brush? So when I first start, I have it this way just so I can mark it out. Then after that, I just flatten it out. just blend. Good. I never really blended yellow before, so I'm gonna see how this looks. And then, honestly, I'm just gonna go straight into the yellow itself and fill in the rest of this corner right here. Now, since I have yellow, it might be hard to see it blending. So for this one, I might just take some red or some orange so that you can see. You will see the difference when I go into the orange, right? Now, if you feel like your color's starting to overpower here, you can add some more white because this is going to show a reflection for the moon. But if you're satisfied, don't touch it too much. You don't want to touch it too much, right? Clean off your brush. I'm doing this pretty quick, goddamn. Also, water is going to be your best friend. So let me show you, for example. If it's not blending, I clean off my brush, but then I still keep it in the water and I damp it off just a little bit. I just come back into it, and the water will help it blend even more, you know. Take some more white, just make this a little bit wider, just so you can see something, you know. I don't want too much yellow. Good. See, that wasn't bad, right? Clean off my brush again, and now we're gonna start with the orange. So for the orange now, or whatever the other color is that you have, I'm gonna go back into the white again and just come back and add some more white to this side. Bring that white into the other side, and if the yellow or whatever color you have comes onto this side, that's fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's all gonna make sense. Then I'm gonna take some orange, mix it into this white. See that? Mix it into that white. Come high, see? Go around. All right, so you wanna paint as much as you can, and then the leftover, bring it into the other color. Just keep going until it runs out. See how it's just gonna drag over in there, and you can see the streaks going into that side, trying to blend. Good. Shot o'clock, yeah, shot o'clock, shot o'clock, shot o'clock. I'll probably add some more white here later, but that's okay. Go back into my orange. Fill in that shade even more to make it a little bit darker. See that? I'm just messing with the line, going out as far as I can, and then when I'm ready to blend, like come here, just when I'm ready to blend, I go to the edge here and just go over it. And then it will blend over time. It will just blend. If you want, you could take some water, and the water will help it blend. So let me show you an example. I just dip it a little bit in my water. Just dip it a little bit. Oh, it's gonna drip. Make sure it don't drip. That's why I say don't have too much water, because it will drip, but that's okay. And it will start to blend. Don't put too much water and then be like, Kev, you messed me up. No, I didn't. You ain't listening. Just keep going over it, and you can always fix it. The main thing for this is trust the process. So I'm starting to go too much into my moon here. I messed up my moon, but that's fine. We could fix it, all right? If you realize that your moon is looking weird, don't worry about it. You'll fix it, all right? Then I'm gonna go into my orange again. I'm gonna go into the deep orange. Fill in the rest of this side. I know you want to be a little impatient, but don't be impatient. You see? Don't be scared to go into your yellow. I mean your other side, just so they show. Right? Cool. So some colors might look a little bit off. It might just be standing out more than what it should be. I got dipped it in my water and I'm damping it off. Now look, just going over those. I'm bringing my orange into my yellow because I can. This is how I like doing it. Good. Not too much though. Some colors might overpower another one, so you got to be careful how you do it. And if it messes up, just go clean your brush off and go back into the first color. So I'm gonna go back into the yellow and clean off some of the orange that I have. My mic wasn't on for the other camera, but that's okay. I'll just add this audio over, and this is where we continue. So we're not done, right? Keep cleaning it. We're gonna mess with it, but we don't want to mess with it too much because you start messing with your blends too much, it gets messed up. So I'm going back into my yellow. Going back into my yellow. Right up here, for example. Taking off some of that orange. Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. We're gonna come into your space now. Bring that yellow over there. Take some more yellow. Add some streaks on this side. Remember, just follow the circle. Follow the circle of the moon. Follow that streak. Follow that streak. Good. I'm looking through the camera and it looks a little funny. It looks a little weird. And sometimes you got to take a step back and be like, oh, okay, I need this here. I need this here. And you'll see how it looks. Now you start adding the other colors into the other side. I'm even going to take some orange. I'm going to come back into the yellow even more. All right. I'll show you guys how I fix my moon. So I like to add some white around the circle of the moon because it adds like a highlight, right? You can do it now if you want, or you can wait. So what I'm going to do in here now is, I remember what line I made. I'm going to add this white around it. There you go. That way even helped me fix my moon. And you just keep moving the brush so it could blend. It will always blend. I promise you. Excellent. Cool, good. You can keep fixing it if you want. You can pause the video so you guys can catch up. It's okay. All right, so I'm going to clean my brush off and I'm going to get ready to draw the moon, to paint the moon. All right. If you need more time, go ahead and pause this. I'm going to pause it right now. All right, and we're back. Okay, so for the moon, what I'm going to do, there's multiple ways you can do this, right? I'm going to go back into my white. I messed up my moon, so now I'm just going to follow the outline that I made for the moon. If you have some leftover paint on your brush, that's okay. Don't worry about it, because you can fix it. See? And good. And just fill it in. Do what you got to do. If you don't see anything, that's okay. Just bring it here, whatever. Okay. So this side has yellow, right? So I'm going to take a little bit of yellow, maybe a lot of it. And you can place it wherever you want. I'm going to place it on this side, but I have this technique that I do, right? instead of just poking, I take the brush and I make sure it gets flat and I just tap. Tap to wherever you want. Don't put too much, just keep tapping. When you tap, you notice it'll start to blend into the white even more. All right, you tap, tap, tap. Come all the way up if you want. Then if you want, you can just start filling it, right, until the paint runs out of your brush. Don't come on this side too much, but you can, you can do what you want. Again, it's your moon, right? Come a little bit into this side, tap, 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 boom. Then I'm gonna go into my orange just a little bit because the orange is a little bit darker. I'm gonna do the same exact thing. Just gonna tap. Tap around and even tap into the orange and you'll see it start to blend. You see that? It's starting to blend. Starting to blend. Bring it anywhere you want. When you get there, you can do circular motions to start blending everything. Don't worry about the top because then we'll just have white and we'll come down with the white. So add some more orange or whatever color that you have. I got carried away. I went too much into the orange, but that's okay. Right? You got that. Looks cool, right? Then I'm going to I could clean my brush off if I want. I'm going to clean it off just a little bit. Dust it off. Let's go back into our white. Just to show this highlight, let's start from the top. Just fixing this line. Good. Go into your white and you do the same thing. You can tap if you want. Tap, 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 tap. Come down. And the white kind of blends everything. And I like to go in circular light motions. Not hard. I mean, it could be hard, but just light. All right. Just be free with it. Don't think about it too much. The more you think about it, the more doo-doo's going to look. The more we don't think about it, the less doo-doo. So, another reason why I said I like to add the white around. So you see how it's starting to glow? I could take this white and now I'm going to go outside of the moon. All right. So it adds that glow like it's highlighting. Sorry. It's going to look like it's highlighting a little bit. Good. If it looks like it's too much, just drag it up into the other sides. I'm going to leave mine like this because the more I touch, the more I get carried away. Add a little bit more white here. All right. There go your moon right there. You see that? I added some more water. So if you're looking at what I'm doing, I added more water just so everything could look like it's blending to me. Sometimes looking on the camera is tough. So, but then I might have done too much to where it starts to overpower everything. No? You don't think so? All right, cool. This is what we got. All right. Shot o'clock, yeah, shot o'clock. So look at your partner, stop painting, and just look at each other and be like, oh my God, wow, we on the same page. I'll fix my moon up a little bit. I don't see a circle, so I'm trying to add a circle for your boy. All right. You don't want to touch it too much. The more you touch it, like I said, the more carried away you get. I did that just now, but don't worry, I'm gonna blend it. Through the camera, it look funny. All right, there goes the moon. Looks good, right? All right, so we're ready for the next step. So first off, let your paint dry. Everybody let it dry. Do your thing, let it dry. All right, after you let your paint dry, we're gonna take this off. And you see the bottom is straight. Some you might not have it. See, I got some messed up lines. It's okay. You're not doo-doo. It's okay. I'm doo-doo too. We're gonna take some more tape now. We're gonna work on the water. This is the fun part. You're gonna take your tape and you're gonna place the tape right above this line that you have. All right. Lines is there. Make sure it's all the way at the end, because if your water ends up going up into the top of the moon, I don't want to hit. All right. Now with the water, again, couples, if you're working on your side, don't even worry about this step. Just worry about just blending and you'll be fine and everything will make sense. But if you're following me, this is what you're going to do. Actually, couples, you can do the same thing if you want. So you can bring your other couple's color into your water, right? So just like the same thing that we did, clean my brush off, clean it off, leave some water on it. And we're going to drag this water across, right? I even like coming all the way down till it's done. Boom. Then I'm going to go into my white. We're going to go across. That might have been too much because it's still wet, but that's all right. And then take the white and then just come down in the middle, just the middle, because this is important for when we start blending. Bring it into the middle. Oh, sorry. I'm still using the filbert brush. If you want, you can switch over to the flat brush. It might be a little bit easier if you use the flat brush because this is the blending portion. But I'm still using the filbert brush because you could blend with it. All right. Taking some more white. Let's bring it on. So when I take the color, right? Let's say if I take the blue, it will be like this. You come across, right? But then there'll be a certain point where the paint starts to run out. Then you turn it to the side and just let that streak just go on that side. So for example, if I'm starting with the yellow, I'm gonna come down just like I'm doing. When I see it start to run out, I'm gonna turn it to the side and just get some on that side. So it just looks like a long line right there on that side. All right. Do what I can, bring it up, blend all the way until it runs out. Take some more of the yellow, blend it into the shade that I just made. It's a bob. Stop. Come down a little bit lower. Come back up. Go across, turn to the side. You see that one line right there? That's, don't worry, the orange is gonna blend it back. Like, nah, bro, chill. You don't belong over here, and that's okay. Do some here at the bottom, and pretty much you do the same exact thing on the other side, right? Take the rest of this yellow, and I'm just gonna fill up my canvas here. This is hard for me right now because I don't really use yellow like that, and this yellow is strict, so I don't think I blended or show any much shadows on this side, so the white might take over. Cool, right? Clean your brush, get ready for the other side. Start with the white, and you're gonna do the same exact thing. So whatever space is left, that other color is gonna come take over in that space, right? You see that? I don't know if you can see in the camera, but it's like white here, white here, white. I'm gonna add my orange into those spaces. So we'll start from the top. Just add my white because I can. We're gonna do a shade of orange now. Man, I practiced this painting so many times, it's not even funny. See, look, come into it, boom. Same exact thing, go all the way here. Just go back up just to blend it. And go into that white spots that I didn't add. Same exact thing, was turn the brush to the side and get some in there. All right, don't worry about how it looks because I'll show you guys how I blend everything. It's a kind of crazy method, but I think you guys can get it, you know? Oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing, babe. Yeah. Shot o'clock, y'all. Shot o'clock, shot o'clock. Come here. You see that? Make sure you always go back up into the previous blend to blend. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Show your man how to blend, man. Stop playing. Show your man how to blend. Fellas, you see why they do it? They secretly are artists. They don't tell you. All right. I'll take my orange now and just fill in the bottom and go up to the top. I'm getting some paint all over the place. Jesus. That's why I don't be having no clothes. So some people would leave it like this and like, you know, Kev, I like the way this looks. I'm satisfied. All right. And if you're satisfied with this blend, that's okay. But what I'm going to do is clean my brush off again. Make sure you clean it off completely. Leave it a little bit wet. A little bit wet. Make sure the camera's on. Hold on. Okay. After you leave it a little bit wet, you dump it into your white that you had. And then you're going to start from the top with the white. And you're going to come all the way across and just go all the way down and just keep blending. Don't force it. Just take your time. You see how that top is already starting to blend? Excellent. Drag it down. When the paintbrush starts to run out, we're going to dip some more into our water again, just a little bit. Do the same exact thing. Come all the way down. And it will start blending everything. Go back up just a little bit. Good. Take some more water. Come here until spots that you see that's not blended. Just keep going down. Now it looks like it's really reflecting into the water. Like you got both gradients. See that? If you want, you could take whatever color that you want as long as it got some water or whatever it is on there. Even take some yellow too. Shit, why not? Flex on me no more. Again, if you like the way your water looked before that, you can keep it like that, but not us over here, man. We blending our Johns. Good. Come even all the way to the bottom. Don't let that bottom trick you. Just being patient and trusting the process. See that? Look at that water now. That water looks like it got so much gradients in it. If you want, you can go back and even put some more yellow here. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can still do your thing. Still add some yellow everywhere. Even add some orange if I want, if I'm being a little petty. Okay, good. Right? That's our water. You see how fire that was? That was easy, right? Also, sometimes, because it might not look like it, but I take one more thing of white after cleaning my brush off and drying it, and I'll just come to the top here, just cause. But you don't have to. If your water is fine, you don't gotta do what I'm doing. Excellent. Clean your brush off, take a shot or take a sip and look at your partner and be like, oh my God, I can't believe I did this. You're damn right you did. Now, this is the part where I said you might need a foil paper, but fuck that. You don't need no foil paper. If you got one, you can use it. If you got a fan brush, if your fan brush came with it, you can use this as well. But I think using the filbert brush again is going to work, because what you're pretty much going to do is just damp the bush. I'm going to use the sponge and do the same exact thing and damp. So let's take off our tape. Oh my God, babe, I got such a good color. Oh my God, Kev is real. Yeah, I know. So this is where the black comes along. Get your black ready. Get your black. Get your black. So I'm gonna dump my black in here. That wasn't me, I swear. Right? So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys how to use it with the filbert brush, right? So you're gonna hold on, let me clean up my brush. In a way, you're kind of thinking, damn, so all we needed was the filbert brush. No, not really, but I just got so used to using this brush, it's crazy. So we're gonna take some, clean your brush off, dip it into this black with your filbert brush. Dip your filbert brush into the black, and we're going to just damp it. Damp, 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 damp onto the line. And then when you get to the line, just come back down. This is the reflection. This side is the reflection, right? And then just fill it in. Don't go to the top, because it's gonna give, you're gonna mess up that bush effect. All right. But pretty much that's what you're gonna do with that. I'm gonna use my sponge because I got a sponge and I'm gonna take advantage of this shit. You feel me? I'm gonna dip it in, dip my sponge into my black, and just Tap, 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 tap. It looks so much better with the black, with the sponge, I swear. Form a nice brush. Bush. Good. Make sure it's solid. What would it say? Solidified under there. Cool. Good. Might come a little bit closer, just cause. And you're gonna do the same thing to the other side. So make sure you follow it. See how it looks better with the sponge to me. Jesus. All right, it might look a little bit different. It's okay if it's not the same. All right. So that's our first bush right there. Now we're gonna do the same thing to the bottom. Take your filbert brush, and we're gonna try to find a way to bring it like that down. All right. So I'm gonna start on this side. Right there. And then just fill in the rest of it. I'm gonna keep it doing it like this because I feel like it gives off a nice shade effect. Might have to lift it up a little bit. Sorry, y'all. The dance is super low, baby. You know I gotta oughta go. On that shit and hit the road. This. It's Valentine's Day, man. For the couples, I challenge you to name 3 things that you're grateful for in each other. Go ahead, boom, go, 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 go. It don't got to be now, but oh, Kev, shut up. We're drunk right now. That's the point. Go ahead, get it going, get it going, get it going. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Right? It don't got to be too perfect. I might be paranoid and try to make it make sense, but whatever. There we go. That's what we got. Cool. Put your filbert brush down. Step away from it. See if you like the way that looks. Don't be too upset. It is what it is. Now we're going to start with the tree. So with your tree, you can use the filbert brush again if you want. But this is where your, where is it? I got to find my brushes. Hold on. Oh, this is where your liners and your round brush come into hands. Because, you can be more accurate. These brushes right here. Yours is going to be blue. Mine is black because, your boy is special. I don't know about y'all. But I'm going to take the filbert brush because the tree trunk is a little bit thick, right? Ooh, that's what she said. So I'm dip it in my black. And instead of going like this, I'm going to have it to the side. We're going to start in that bush. And I'm going to go right there. That's where I want to go. Ooh, fudge. I did too much. So same as that thing here. Start there. That's my tree trunk right there. Not at all. She said, "Do you love me?" I said, "Not at all. Not at all." Right? Make sure your bush is like actually black, black. It might get carried away and just let the other colors pop out from underneath it. I'm just making sure it's fully black underneath. I ain't trying to get caught in these streets, cuz we black out here. Excuse me. Then I'm gonna take my line brush or my round brush, and we're gonna start making the branches. That's up to you. I want to see some creative trees. And she said, "Not at all." You might want to use the skinnier brush for this one. When you dump your brush, when you dump your round brush into the paint, right? Make sure you dump the excess off, but like turn it so that you could start forming like a nice sharp uh, edge to the brush. That's my tree right there. Hold on, let me add another one. Right? My tree a little poopy. It's all right. Don't make fun of me. Oh, my bitches in the drop top. See, sometimes it's not always going to come out as accurate or to the same length as the other one, but that's okay. Right. Okay, so now you could take the same filbert brush if you want, but I'm going to take my sponge. I would recommend you guys get a sponge, but this is where the foil paper will come in hand. You're going to take the foil paper and you're going to turn it, you're going to form it into a ball, right? The foil paper, and then you're going to dip it into the color and tap, 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 tap and form your tree. So this side is yellow. I'm going to put orange. This side is orange. I'm going to put yellow, right? So let's do this. So we're going to start with the yellow first. I'm going to use another sponge that I have that isn't occupied. Yeah. All right. Um, Hold on. Let me find another sponge. All right, guys. So I realized at this point my camera wasn't recording. So I'm just going to time lapse this part. And I want you to go back to the previous video. And you're going to skip to this part in that video and just follow the same steps, but with the different colors. And after the time lapse, the audio will come back on. I do apologize in advance. Much love. Thank you, guys. Okay, good. Now we're gonna take our filbert brush again. We're gonna take our black and our white, but we're gonna take a little bit of black, a little bit of black, a little bit of black. And we're gonna mix it into whatever white that we have left. And you wanna get like a nice dark gray, right? That's gonna be our rocks. We want a dark gray because we're gonna add a lighter gray for the highlight. So mine will be about that dark, right here, ooh, right there. All right, just a little bit dark. And what you want to do now is clean that brush. No, don't clean it off, but damp it off. Let me move this in a little bit so you guys can see. Part is usually a little tricky. And wherever it's black here, you just want to form nice shapes, like rock shapes. Oop, one there, one here. Don't gotta be perfect. One there, and then on the horizon, just one straight line, I guess. Boom. You see that? We're gonna do the same thing to the other side. You don't gotta be the same exact rocks, but oh, I should have put green. It's funny because I'm mixing everything and I can see I got some green here. So next time I know I'll add green. It's this needed to be green, but you guys get the idea, right? Then clean off the brush, or if you want, just take some more white, put it into that mixture that you just made to get some highlights. Better than most people. I don't trust anyone. And then we're just gonna go to the top of the rock. Oop, one right there, one right there, there, top of the rock, top of the rock, top. You got your highlight, right? Ooh, forgot one extra step. So whatever color you use for the tree, so this side is yellow. I'm gonna dump my line brush into yellow, and we're gonna put it on the tree trunk so it highlights. Boom, that's one. We're gonna go into our orange. Put it on that tree trunk. There you go. Boom, it's looking Gucci, right? Looking Gucci. I kind of want to add the green now that we figured it out. Let that dry off. Okay, cool. Now it's time for the duck. Now it's time for our geeses, and guys, we'll almost be done. So with the geese, right? Clean off your line brush again. Let me zoom this part in here. Make sure you guys can see that. Good. So you want to find your middle partners. You want to make sure you got your geese lined up. Dip it in our black line brush. And pretty much if you're on the right side, you think about drawing a half heart. If you're on the left side, no, if you're on the right side, you think about making a question mark. If you're on the left side, you do a heart. So it's pretty much the same thing. So I'm gonna start here. Hopefully you guys can see that. We're gonna draw this side is the question mark. And it comes down. See that question mark? It's probably flipped on the camera, but you will see what I mean. And we're gonna do the same, but with the question mark at the top, bring it down a little bit more because that's the beak and it's gonna be its head coming down. And just follow the same exact thing on the opposite side. best as you can. Just make it connect. I like making them connect so it forms that heart shape, right? Get some more black. Then about here, where the dip is, we're gonna start forming the body. So just come out, loop, come up for the tail, and come down. You do the same exact thing for the other side. Loop, and come up. I never really get them the same. It's okay. Look, that's geese. And now you just take your brush and you fill that bottom in. I'll tell you what to do at the top. Just worry about the bottom here. Just take it one step at a time. It's on the horizon. If you go past the horizon, it's okay. Don't worry about it. That's fine. Your geese are just getting freaky past the horizon line, and that is okay. God, I gotta edit both of these videos tonight. And this is a sign to you guys. Don't wait till the last minute to do what you gotta do. But if you're like me and you like doing things last minute because you will lock in better, sure, just accept whatever consequences come with that, you know? Can't make no excuses. You put it on yourself. You always got time, believe it or not. Good. Not gonna fill it in fully, but it is filled in. That's one side, right? Let's get the other side. Shut the fuck up, I don't want your conversation. Rolling marijuana never disappear. Okay, now that you got the bodies filled in, right? So this is what you're gonna do. This is another tricky part. So I told you to bring it down, right? Come up a little bit and just do a nice little loop here. Fill that in. All right. You know, if you guys can see that, probably not. Let me move this up a little bit more. Good. And then the thickness of your line will be how much pressure you put on the brush. So then after you make that loop, just press down a little bit and follow that same line that you did. This will be their neck. All right. Make his neck thick as jet. Make his neck thick as shit. Same thing for the lady, right? So come here, come down. Give this one a little loop. How do I know that's a female? I don't know. Come around. Good. There you go. If you guys want, I like to dip it into the whatever white that you have left. Not too much because it's crazy. And just put it at the ends. So it looks like they got their beak. There you go. I might even take some more white. Go to my rocks. At the top, just. And there you guys have it. You guys can do more if you want. I just made this version to show you that you can do it with different colors, but I thank you guys for tuning in. This means a lot, man, for real. So shout out to you guys. Tag me at billy.cav. Tag C.R.E.A.T.E Collective. I know C.R.E.A.T.E Collective is a while to spell out because there's a period in between each letter of create. So yeah, just tag billy.cav. Whichever one you guys have with me, just tag me and let me see what you guys got, man. Thank you guys for showing up.